Say man, hey man, it's your boy 2 Cup Shorty himself, Q Smith. Can't forget about your boy.
Always, it's your boy.
You did. Hey man, y'all welcome to another episode of Live, Lit and Legit.
Yes,
you did.
sir.
I say B, another one. I say another one. B, who we got in this thing tonight, man?
Today. Hold on. If I introduce you to my partner and his name 12 Gauge, what you gonna think?
I fuck with 12 Gauge. Cause on 12 Gauge, you got it on you?
Right. You got the tool? I mean, what's...
I'm saying 12 Gauge.
So, introducing the world renowned. Often imitated, never duplicated. The one and only. They call him 12 Gauge. My boy. Your boy. Stanley Tippins, big dog.
What's going on? We got Stanley 12 Gauge Tippin in this thing, man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my boy?
How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, man, ain't no thing, dog.
Anytime, man. What's up, my boy?
Man, chilling, man. Just training, working. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a fight whenever they can set me up a fight, man. It's always hard to get a fight, especially in Alabama, man. I don't know what it is, man. I feel like I'm contagious, man. Every time I try to put my name in, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, I'm here. I want to fight. Every time I try to do that, you know what I'm saying? It's like cricket sometimes. So
yeah,
it just be what it is sometimes. But hey, man, I still train. So you know what I'm saying? Stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. So
that's hard, man. Just fill the people in, man. If these people don't know who you are and what you do, man, please tell these folks, man, what 12 Gauge got going on, man.
Man, for sure, man. Like they said, man, I'm Stanley 12 Gauge Tippins, man. 5th ranked heavyweight in Alabama in MMA, man. I was ranked number 1 before they started running from me. Then they dropped me down to number 5. But it is what it is. I don't really pay attention to that too much, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, man, you stay training, so you stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. But like I said, I work a full-time job around the clock, so kind of to supplement, because you know what I'm saying, it's decent money every time I do go fight. But like I said, I only fight because like right now, like. I went pro in 2020, and I only got 4 fights pretty much to my record. So I'm like averaging pretty much like a fight a year. So you know what I'm saying? It's decent money every time you go and fight, but like, being that don't nobody be trying to fight me for real. So it's just like, if you only fighting 1 or 2 times a year, then it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to keep that 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, around the clock. So, just training and working pretty much just same old. You just wake up, go train to the gym, come back home, chill for a minute. Go to the gym, train again, come back home, chill for a minute, usually on my off days. But, yeah, pretty much, man, it's just like a fighter life. Pretty much, man. You just stay training, stay working, and, stay hoping for that opportunity. If it come up, then, you just got to be ready for it. Like, you know, yeah, basically, pretty much. Like, that one thing that's one thing I didn't realize when I first, jumped into the pro scene, because, I'm just thinking about it like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight. Okay, boom, you just pull up and fight. But it's a lot of politics and a lot of stuff that go into it. So, it's a lot of times they done tried to get me to fight, but then I wasn't necessarily ready. My training wasn't really, there already. So I went through a lot of that. So, it was a lot of fights that didn't come through. A lot of them, someone was my fault, someone was the opponent's fault. But, ever since 2023, I've been trying to, break them little habits, basically, you know what I'm saying? Just stay in the gym, stay training, so next time the opportunity do come, you can't, you're going to be ready for it.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
That's what's up. So do you handle your own contracts, or do you work up under a management company, or do you have a direct manager?
So a lot of fighters, there's a lot of fighters around here that do got management contracts. That's not something that I really know too much about, because like I said, I'm from Montgomery, so all I know is like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Montgomery, so all I know is like, you know what I'm saying? This is me. I ain't really finna have too many. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got too many people behind me for real. It's just me and my coach. Like if I like a fight, I send it to my coach. I'll be like, hey coach, what you think about it? And then if he say he like it, we'll go for it. If he say, man, I don't like the matchup, hey, we not gonna go for it. So a lot of fighters do got the little management and the sports agencies and stuff behind them. But like I said, like don't nobody really like pay me no attention for real like that. So like I said, like my attention, like I pretty much just got to go out, fight, and show out. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I got to get recognition. Like, cause really, like you got a lot of these fighters that got like gyms and stuff, like whole corporations and stuff behind them, but you
sponsors and
all that stuff, man. So like I said, like I ain't really, I never really learned how to, navigate my way around that. So it's just me. If a fight ready for it, I just be ready for it and fight. So that's how I get my recognition. I don't know how these other people be able to,
Out the mud, man.
Yeah.
Out the mud.
Out the mud, pretty much.
So, with you saying like, people be pretty much they be slow to book you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered like the Jake Paul or the Izzy route of if you make enough noise and you get popular enough or you talk enough junk on social media, folks gonna come for you.
So like it's a lot of people like I'm on like so basically for me how I did it. So when I first was getting ready to go pro, I didn't really have a gym with me at the time. So I started out training with the garage kickboxing. I did that for a little bit, and then I went to the Cage MMA, which was Champions MMA before it split to the Cage MMA. So I had maybe like a 2 or 3 month period to where I didn't really have a coach, and that's when you was going back to see if like people just book you your own fights. Like when I was so the little 2 to 3 month period when I didn't have a coach, I was still an amateur fighter. When you an amateur fighter, like you can pretty much take whatever fight you want to. You win, you lose, you lose. But when you go pro, all of that get erased.
Right.
So the amateur circuit is when you want to take. You want to take as many fights as you can take, as many fights as you want to take, as many fights as you can take as an amateur. That way you can kind of get that experience, and then you can kind of, try to move up in the ranks. So basically, so when you get ready to go pro, like your first couple of fights would be a lot more easier. You want to take your tough fights towards the end of your amateur career, and then when you get ready to go pro, that's when you you know what I'm saying, you take fights that are on your level, but it really just depends on what kind of competition you was facing when you was an amateur.
Right.
So when I was getting ready to go pro, I basically just texted a promotion that I kind of already had a relationship with, because like I said, like I go and I fight and I show out, the promoter's gonna hit you up. They gonna notice you when you in there fighting. Then everybody knows like the type of fighter I am. Like I don't care what you know, what you done did, or who you was before you step in the ring with me, but I'm gonna throw these hands at you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna hurt something. Right. And they know that about me. Like it's a hurt business, bro, and I bring the hurt. So it's a lot of people that don't be trying to see that. So like I said, like when I was getting ready to go pro, I didn't really have I linked back up with my coach just so I could go pro, so I can have a gym behind me. But a lot of these times, man, you really don't have to have, like a lot of people behind you to be able to set that stuff up for yourself. So I did a lot of groundwork, a lot of trial and error, but like I said, 2023, I'm trying to change a lot of the stuff that I've been doing. So, I'm trying to go forward to like the next time I take my next couple of fights, I'm trying to run through them, and then whatever big contract come after that, that's what we're gonna go with.
That's hard, man. That's hard. So how long you been working with your coach?
I met my coach Peter Zell. Shout out to Coach Peter.
Shout out to Peter. Hey, shout out to
Coach Peter. And then I was with him. So I started training in the garage when I moved up here from Montgomery in 2018. So I trained with garage for about a year. 2019 is when I met my coach Peter. So I want to say maybe roughly like 3.5, 4 years I've known my coach. And like I said, I'm the type of fighter that'll bounce around gyms and stuff. But my coach Peter, he always kind of been that one coach that I know I can just go back to whenever I need. So it's really a blessing, because you got a lot of coaches around here that don't want you to go,
especially when you switch sides.
Yeah. A lot of coaches don't like that stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I told people from the jump, I'm like, look, bro, if I see somebody over there that got something that I need, I'm gonna go over there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's just how I play it. Some coaches like it, some coaches don't, but I mean, I feel like that's what I got to do. Everybody got their own little journey and what they got to do to get to where they need to get.
So as you climb the ranks, so let's say you make it to UFC, will you take your coach with you, or would you?
Oh, most definitely. Like I'm the type of person that I recognize. Like I recognize, like if you got anything to do with any shred of success I got, especially when it comes to MMA, because it's a lot of shady people out there that don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care. Like, if you'll get it, they'll set you up with something, you know what I'm saying? And it be some bullshit that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm definitely, like, Coach Peter is definitely somebody that, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, like, win, lose, or draw. Like, as long as he in my corner, I ain't really tripping, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he going to go over and beyond for his, you know what I'm saying, for his fighters and his group of people. So, and then I got another coach at the Garage Kickboxing, Zach Moore. Like, he one of the best pad, man. I love working pads with him because, he kind of, like, recognized my style because, like, a lot of people think I'm big and I'm just going to go in there and just swing and bang. I mean, yeah, I do that. I still got that dog in me, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I come with the technical side of it, and then a lot of people just don't be ready for it. And, Coach Zach is definitely one that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go in there and we'll do like a 40-minute mid session. We'll be like, okay, let's work on this. Let's work on that. Okay, you like throwing that kick right there. So let's, you know what I'm saying? So me and him real good at like kind of breaking stuff down and like really trying to come up with a game plan. So I'm definitely making sure they with me when if I ever get there, you know what I'm saying? Like, really not know if it's a win.
It's a win.
Like,
it's a win.
It's like when y'all stop, like y'all gotta come see me, man. Like I done every state favors. I done went to Mississippi.
Pop it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Pop
I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of fighter. Like I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to come over there and fight, like okay, cool, I'm gonna come over there. But like the last few times I done went, you know what I'm saying? Y'all played me on the judges. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take a loss. If I gotta take a loss, okay, that's cool. Like I'm gonna understand that. But like when you got like a lot of stuff inside the ring and a lot of politics going on, to when you got a specific fighter that you know you want to get there, it's my job to knock him out. But if I don't knock him out, at least give me a fair, like, you know what I'm saying, judge's decision, man. Don't just sit up there and that like he just whooped me all 3 rounds. Because like you can watch any one of my fights, bro. I'm not getting slaughtered by nobody. Like it's not going like that. So
hey, pop it, boy.
So
pop
definitely,
it, bop it.
So yeah, man, y'all gotta like. So I'm in the mind state of like, bro, if y'all want to come see me, bro, like I'm trying to take out whoever in front of me in Alabama. So y'all Alabama heavyweights, y'all know where I'm at. Come holler at me. Y'all see me. I know y'all know where I'm at. So come holler at me, bro. Like I'm just saying, man, it's fights going on in Alabama it's fights going on in Alabama, and like every 3 months it's fights in Alabama going on. They got a heavyweight on the card, but my phone don't ever ring. So
right.
It's just kind of weird to me, man. It's like y'all gotta come correct, man.
They run from me like that 12 gauge.
I ain't gonna say they running from me, but it's like it's one of them little situations to where like, okay, cool, like you so. Check this out. So, like, if you go into the store, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you're trying to drive to the store,
right?
Like, you know, if you go straight, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, if you take this right, you know, it's a little dog road that you might not want to go down. I feel like I'm that dog road that a lot of people don't want to go down. Like, if they can go straight and get to where they need to get to without seeing me, they going to do that. And I can't fault them for it. Because I know what I do when I come in the ring, bro. I'm trying to hurt, bro. So, like, if they don't want to go, if they, you know what I'm saying, if they can skip over me, they gonna do that. And like I said, I can't really hate y'all for doing it, but it's like, bro, y'all can't sit up here and just act like I'm not here. Like,
so you mean tell me these folks is busting a right on the street with their high beams on,
basically,
but they still put it in reverse.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to see 12 gauge,
basically.
Oh man, man.
So how long before you start climbing the ranks? As far as like I know right now the industry kind of got you sitting still for the
they got my ball on the shelf, they for sure.
But how long before you start reaching out to these bigger fighters to just try to jump on the card?
Or is there any kind of tournaments y'all can enter and get some kind of publicity from?
I do a lot of research, man. So like I know for a fact there's kickboxing tournaments that go on like in different parts of the states, and like I've reached out to people. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at it. Some people look at it and see it, and some people look at it and they just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, ignore it. Some people respond to it, some people don't. But like basically what I try to do is I try to hit up the fighters that enter the tournaments. I'm just like, hey bro, what you did
to enter, yeah.
Basically, and like they just always kind of they leave me on red, or they don't even pay attention to the message at all. So yeah, it's definitely opportunities out there.
One of them type.
I know that.
Yeah, so like it's definitely opportunities out there, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not getting in on them, you know what I'm saying, on that opportunity. I feel like I'm just always on the outside looking in. But like it's cool. It's cool with me because like I said, like, I'm about to make a little transition over into boxing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to start taking a lot more boxing fights because apparently like it's a lot better for the heavyweights. In boxing, and then also, you know what I'm saying, the problem like the money is a lot more better. Like, you know what I'm saying, the money's a lot better. Basically,
you take my boy Peter with you to the boxing? Or Peter
he definitely gonna be there with me for sure. Okay, like I'm gonna find like a good, you know what I'm saying, a good boxing gym to like go to. And once I do that, like I'm gonna probably like train there for a couple of months, and then, you know what I'm saying, still train with my head coach Peter for like around the clock. But for the most part, like just putting all my direction into us, like, you know what I'm saying, getting my feet in the boxing gym and just fully like diving in and immersing myself, just like trying to forget everything I know about MMA and just, you know what I'm saying, go straight forward with the boxing, because I'm gonna be 31 and I'm gonna be 31 next month, so you know what I'm saying, I gotta make it, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to shake a leg now. Cause
let me ask you this right here. By you knowing MMA, right, transitioning to boxing,
yeah,
I'm talking about having a very skillful on both ends,
right?
Do you feel so that you'll get more matches in boxing versus like the 1 or 2 you get in MMA?
Oh yeah, because for one thing, apparently a lot of boxers like fighting MMA fighters. Because they think MMA fighters can't.
You know what I thought about? You know what I thought about that? You know what I thought about when he said that? Cause the original stand-up comedians versus the Instagram.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
that type of kind of, you feel
basically,
me?
yeah. It's like that. So
Okay.
it's like boxers. Like I don't want to say like boxers don't like respect MMA because like it's all comeback sports. Like you know what I'm saying. You going in there and you going in there and you taking punches to the head. Like you know what I'm saying. You taking risk. You taking a real risk on your health. So I would never disrespect nobody like from that standpoint. But I do know like there's a lot of boxers that like taking fights that like filling their records up with either journeyman and that we all know what a journeyman is. That's you gonna look on their record. They like 10 and like 33 losses. You know what I'm saying? So it's those journeymen that they feel they look. They feel they pad. It's called record padding basically.
Record padding. Okay.
Yeah, they do it in MMA too. Like they'll take a fighter and they'll try to we call them journeymen in boxing, but we call them tomato cans in MMA.
Okay.
To where it's just like, okay, yeah, you're gonna take a couple tomato cans to fill your little record, and then the UFC will be looking at you. Because honestly, if you can come out pro and you can win your first 5 or 6 fights, but you most likely probably gonna get a shot. You know what I'm saying? To try to go to the UFC. So a lot of people they'll take their first 3 or 4 fights against like tomato cans. Like they do in boxing, they'll take their first 20 fights against like journeymen and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Journeymen and MMA fighters, like you know, a lot of boxers like fighting them because you know MMA fight they gonna give you a tough fight. But also it's like, you know what I'm saying, they not going to really know how to, you know what I'm saying, do the maneuvers and stuff with boxing because the training is a lot different. MMA, you got to worry about wrestling, kicks in the legs, elbows, knees, and all of that. But boxing, you got to know defense, footwork, and how to throw your hands, basically. Pretty much like you got to zero in on them 3 skills. So it's kind of like, you know, it's a whole different kind of ball game. And a lot of boxers don't think MMA can kind of make them, make those transitions. But, you know what I'm saying, like I'm one of those people that like, you know, I kind of adapt. I adapt really well to you know my environment for real. So you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of like I kind of bring my level up to whatever level I'm, you know what I'm saying, around pretty much. So I think like a good 3-4 months, just you know what I'm saying, being that I already got some kind of comeback knowledge, comeback sports history with the MMA. So I think if I can transition over to boxing, like give myself a good 4 or 5 months to really like, you know what I'm saying, immerse myself in the culture, I think I'll pretty much be good because with me being 6'5" and I got like a reach well in the 80s, so you know what I'm saying, I match up a lot better with most heavyweights than somebody in a smaller weight division in MMA going over to boxing because you know they got weight classes for a division. I mean for a reason. They got weight divisions for a reason. So so yeah, like I feel like definitely with the heavyweights it'll be a little bit easier because everybody hit hard in heavyweights. Right. The lighter weights, bro, like. Bro, the boxing skills is just like it's a big gap between that and the MMA people coming over to boxing. So that's why you see a lot of people like Conor McGregor. You know, he lost. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Woodley, he tried to fight Jake Paul and lost. You know what I'm saying? So
because once from my understanding, now you the professional on my podcast. So from my understanding, in the lower divisions, it's more technical sound. You got to be more technical. Get to the heavyweights, it's more brawling. Like
hit
like, and don't get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't get out the way.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. I love heavyweight boxing. Bring back the heavyweights, man.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. When the last time we did see a heavyweight match?
No,
not that long ago.
That was the Wild and them.
Deontay and them. Wild and
Furious. Yeah.
That was heavy, but like back in the 90s, you know, the heavyweights where it was.
What?
You had all the great fighters.
But that's so crazy, B, that you say that because me myself personally got introduced to the other weight classes from heavyweight. Because I'm thinking heavyweight is boxing. I'm thinking that's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't even know they had different weight classes, man. Yeah. But that heavyweight a beast, though, bro. That heavyweight a beast, bro.
You got to be ready for it.
It's a good chance somebody getting knocked out. Like that's why people pay to see the heavyweights. You know, and just like you said, heavyweights like brawling. That's why every now and then, like every couple of years, you'll get your guys like a Muhammad Ali or a Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? A big guy that can actually move around and actually show skills with boxing and stuff. So. You know what I'm saying? And like I think that's a category that I can put myself in if I, you know what I'm saying, if I work hard enough. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things to where like once you get that little you know what I'm saying, once you get that little taste of like, you know what I'm saying, how far you can go with it, like you just gotta jump in head first. And like I said, I had an amateur boxing fight a few years ago. Like I had like one boxing fight as an amateur, man. Like pieced them up. Like
pieced them up.
It was bad for him. It was already a height difference.
Lumped
them up. So you know what I'm saying. It didn't really go too good for him.
Hold on, now was he lumped up like Spence? You seen Earl Spence this week? Y'all seen him?
Man, Earl Spence looked bad, bro. Like,
y'all seen Earl?
He looked bad.
Word is he he shouldn't have been in the ring in a way. And that's what they're saying.
That's what they saying, bro. Like,
I'm saying what? Health condition or something? What? Why he shouldn't?
Yeah, he was in 2 terrible car accidents.
Recently,
not that long ago. Well, about a year ago, but he took a year off. But
that was his first fight being back.
I don't know if that was his first or not, but they're saying that he got some neurological stuff, and so he didn't belong in the ring in a way. But they hiding it because when the doctor came into the ring, you notice they never shined the little light or all that kind of stuff
because
they're saying that the doctor already knew what was going on with him, and they just trying to play it out. So
that's crazy.
I don't think it's worth all that because you can die in that ring.
Man, what?
That's what I'm saying.
One swing. One swing. Boy, it take one connection.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you connect, man.
You got to move your head.
How do you handle the injuries? Because I'm sure there's been times you go home, busted up face and bruised ribs and
what's the recovery stage like?
It's it's weird for me because like I said, like I only had 4 fights as a professional, so you know what I'm saying, I'm 2-2, 2 win, 2 I'm 2 up and 2 down. So my first fight, my first fight knocked the dude out in the second round. I didn't really take no damage from that. You know what I'm saying? Like I kicked him like at the top part of his temple.
Okay.
And so I had like a whip on my leg. I had a whip on my leg, so like they had me down for like a week and a half or something like that. So that was like minor. My second fight, I lost that one by decision. That was a much tougher fight because we was going back and forth on that one. So like my legs, that's what I'm saying. Like in MMA, it's a lot more extreme because you got the leg kicks. Like what people don't tell you about leg kicks is like, you can kick somebody in the leg and hurt them, but like it's gonna hurt you too. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff hurts. You know what I'm saying? So my second fight, like my leg was kind of like busted up, so that had me down for about 3 weeks. But then but y'all gotta understand something about me. Like I'm kind of like old school with it. Like I don't really. You know what I'm saying? I go up, sleep is my recovery. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these fighters take ice baths and do the stuff. I don't really do it like how I didn't do it like how I was supposed to do it.
Yeah.
I used to just go in there, fight, get my check. They like, you need to go to the doctor. I don't need to go to the doctor. None of that. Just give me my check. I'm finna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. Like I just like showing up, getting my check and leaving. Especially if I'm in hostile territory. Like if I'm in somebody else's state, like it's like, I'm trying to get up out of there. Like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like no pressure behind it or nothing. But like that's just like I like being in my own, you know what I'm saying? My own space, my own area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the second fight. So first fight, week and a half. Second fight was about 3 weeks. Third fight, won that one by decision. I ain't really take no damage in that one. You know what I'm saying? The dude was just trying to take me down. That's what that's what y'all always do. Y'all can't stand with me, so they just try to take me down straight up. So second fight,
they look for the takedown.
They just go straight for the takedown.
And everything.
Yeah, bro, straight for the takedown. So third fight didn't take no damage in that one. Fourth fight was last year. I took a lot of damage in that one. I actually had a micro fracture in my left leg. So like because I was kicking him, blasting, kicking him, and then he ended up turning his foot. He checked it like he was supposed to, so I kicked him, and then I ended up catching his knee. So I had to fight. That was, and then worst part, that was in the first round, so I had to like fight 2 rounds with like you know what I'm saying. Then second round got popped in the eye. So you know I swelled up in the second round. Well, I was sweating. No, he popped me in the first round. Cause that's the only so his jab had caught his jab got the mines before his because he darted in and out. So I had like so my eye was like whelped up. So I had a busted up leg and a busted up eye. So like I think my last fight was like the most recovery time. I think I had it was like a month and a half because you know what I'm saying, like I had a micro fracture in the leg, so it took me about 4 to 6 weeks just to even, you know what I'm saying, be comfortable with running again, you know. So that was bad. So yeah, like with MMA, like you gonna take that damage. So like that's the best MMA. The money come from going in there, finishing the fight quick and getting up out of there, not taking no damage. Because when you win and you still take damage and you still got to be out for 3 months, like that's still gonna kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna hurt you too. So you know what I'm saying. But I ain't saying boxing gonna be no different. Like that's just straight up hands. That's what make boxing a lot more dangerous because it's just straight up head. You know what I'm saying? Head trauma, pretty much, basically. MMA, you got leg kicks. You got, you know what I'm saying, kicks to the body. You know what I'm saying? You got takedowns. People like laying on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more. it's a lot less room to take damage in MMA sometimes than it is in boxing, because when you just straight up throwing punches at somebody's head, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, you doing that for like, and then you go like what, like 10, 12 rounds, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's, and with MMA, it's just sometimes 3-5 minute rounds. Okay, boom, like you get busted up, okay, cool, it's just like a fight. Boom, you get up out of there. Like boxing, you take a lot more damage. So that's definitely something in the back of my mind I'm going into it, but like I said, with me being like, I'm already kind of on the bigger side, the taller side. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like defensive tactics that you can use. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I got good, like, you know, I move my head, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to, you know what I'm saying? I know how to defend, you know what I'm saying? So like my IQ is not really where I wanted to be, but I definitely got, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got some level of, you know what I'm saying, defense about me. I ain't finna just let you hit me in the head.
There you go. It's all about hit and don't get hit.
Yeah,
basically hit and don't get hit. Floyd to go to that.
Counter. Counter.
For sure.
Counter.
For sure. So last question. Questions. Are you concerned at all about any effects later in life from your fighting?
I definitely am, but that's why I got like a target. I got like a target in mind, basically, like of how much money I want to make. Like I don't need to make like, you know what I'm saying, $1 million or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with like, you know what I'm saying, 50, 60 bands, 100 bands, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, like something like a local fight around here that I can get pretty much that, you know what I'm saying, that'll pay like what, 5-6 bands every now and then. Like my last offer that I got was for about 6 bands. And the dude ended up not wanting to fight me, or no, he ended up agreeing to fight me, but
he seen how you look.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like he was
12 gauge. He was like,
he was an ex-UFC. He was a UFC veteran, so like, you know, he switched over to boxing, so like he taking a lot of boxing fights and stuff. Gotcha. So like, you know what I'm saying, but he was one of the smaller, you know what I'm saying, he was one of the smaller guys in the UFC, but like he ended up, you know, retiring from the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like they do, like UFC, they put like these little bands on you for them supplements you be taking. So a lot of people be coming in there motherfucking jacked up and stuff. And the UFC, like, you know what I'm saying, they got little stuff in place to where you cut out all of that. And so a lot of people retire from the UFC for a little while and get on that little juice, come back swole as hell. So you know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations where he came back swole, or he a heavyweight, now you fighting. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, but the thing is, like, bro, you can't be no heavyweight and then like, nah, bro, I'm a real heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real heavyweight, bro. Like, he was one of them little smaller heavyweights. So I can't blame them for not wanting to take that fight. But exactly. He supposedly he agreed to fight me, but like the promotion like had like a better thing.
I can't clear this one, my boy.
Yeah, so they didn't clear it. But.
So what is your walking around weight? And what is
so I fight at 265, but I walk around at like 285. And on a good Thanksgiving or Christmas holiday, I easily hit 300. So you know what I'm saying? Easy.
How in the hell do you drop 20 pounds to fight?
Man, bruh.
2 a day, 3 a day, 4 a day, 5 a day.
Man, bruh, it's secrets. It's secrets. I didn't know the secret at first. The first time I had to cut weight, it was bad, but I almost passed out. It was bad. But yeah, man, like all it is just water weight manipulation.
What
man,
you know what I'm saying?
We walk around. We normally walk around with about. You know what? I ain't even sitting up there and act like I know what I'm talking about. But like we walk around and like it's like 75% of our body made up of water, right?
Right.
So it's ways that these fighters do that where you just suck your water out your body, and then you know what I'm saying. Like you can kind of trick the scales, cause like
it's a finesse and everything.
Yeah, bro. Like you can finesse the scale. That's why a lot of people. Prime example, Earl Spence and what's her name, Jeff Falk. And you seen how Tank talk about something like, you know what I'm saying? Tank asleep. I'm like, bro, no, that is a big ass size difference, fam. That's not, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they fight at 147, like Tank probably, they both still probably got to cut weight for that. But like, bro, you got. Freaking you got dang Bud Crawford 5'8", 5'9", 74 inch reach, and you got Tank that 5'5" with a, you know what I'm saying, 60-something inch reach, bro. That's just the big difference, bro. He don't get broke down, but like that's why they got weight divisions, because it's like it's a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying. Like for instance, like I said, I'm 285, I cut to 265. Like all that is like, and that's easy. I could do that in a week. You can do that in 3 days. Some people can do that in a day. Like
drop. How much in that?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Some people can do that.
Gotta be a shot in your body.
I know.
Though, man.
These folk doing crack. That's the secret.
Crack. I don't know. These some of these people be doing something, but you know what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of people that done got caught out.
Hold on. Let me ask a real question right here, because I know the secrets, you feel me, when you working a job to pass a piss test.
Yeah. Yeah.
With y'all folks, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know secrets how to cut and drop. But however, is drug testing administrated in, I guess it's levels to it. It's UFC and then whatever falls underneath. Do y'all have to permit to drug testing?
Oh yeah. You get drug tested, but like stuff like you know what I'm saying, from what I understood, from what I read, like as far as the UFC goes, like stuff like, you know what I'm saying, marijuana and stuff like that, like of course cocaine and stuff can't be in your system and stuff, but they got like a different, like they got like, especially like with marijuana, they got like levels to where you can't have in your system. I think I think Nevada got like a certain levels. Places like New York, you can't really have it in your system at all.
Okay.
Stuff like that. It's just you basically gotta, because the UFC, they'll have an event in Miami, then they'll have an event in California, then they have an event in New York. Like you gotta make sure that you up to date on what the commission, you know what I'm saying, what they allow and stuff. But like
that makes sense.
Yeah, but like them PEDs,
Miami.
But the PEDs and stuff, like you can't have none of that in your system, man. But some of these fighters still get away with it, some don't, but like that's
politics.
It's
not about what you know, man. Who you know, who did.
Yeah, bro. So, but yeah, man. Basically, pretty much what it is.
Dang, bro, that's crazy, man. So B, listen, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We like to, before we take you out of here, we like to tap into the person, the guest, who they are, what they do, but we also like to see another side. Let the people see another side. They know the professional side. Now it's time to know the personal side. So we do a little entertainment. You feel me?
Got you.
Just see what, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about the topic of discussion.
Okay.
So you feel me? Be pop it.
Hey man, all right. Y'all been up to date on this whole Lizzo thing?
Oh, you talking about with the bananas and stuff?
Yeah.
See, it goes down. I'm lost.
Yeah,
it's a real live topic. Put me down, B. Put us down.
So apparently Lizzo is being sued by some of her dancers for it's a laundry list of things.
No.
Including fat shaming, which is
crazy.
Fat shaming.
Crazy.
Don't they all get up there together and go still?
Hey, I don't know.
Including fat shaming, and it was a situation where I believe they were in Amsterdam, and they had like a little private stripper dance or whatever, and she was pressuring some. Allegedly. I ain't trying to be caught up in the lawsuit. Allegedly pressuring some of the dancers to touch the stripper, and on one incident pressured some of them to eat a banana out of the vagina of one of the dancers.
That's nasty.
These folk took it. Listen here. These folk go dumb on stage, but off stage, they go stupid. What? Right. So all this allegedly happened, and Lizzo was like the line leader.
Yeah.
In all of these activities, but now they're out there go and what they were doing,
Now,
allegedly.
The funny thing about the banana, so I heard a podcast years ago where they went to Amsterdam and they were talking about how that's a real thing over in Amsterdam.
The banana thing is a real thing.
So like doing set shows, like one of the girls will stick a banana up in her, and then they'll call somebody out the audience to come and eat
the banana.
Okay. So I'm in. That's a real thing.
In.
Like they go dumb over now.
So maybe Lizzo allegedly was just trying to participate within the culture of what they.
But you can't pressure nobody else.
Yeah, that's though. Like And then you know what I'm saying. That's like you got the influence because like she employing everybody around her.
She the boss.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying I would think it would be more of a general statement like, hey guys, after work today. We're going out, drinks on me.
And y'all gonna eat a banana.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Eat a banana.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, did she not pictures of like, hey guys, after we going the bananas?
But okay, it ain't. Sometimes it ain't what you say.
It's how you say it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But you got to realize who you are.
When you're saying what you're saying.
/, you gon' eat this banana. You know what I'm saying? You gon' do this.
We're going out for
the
bananas.
Yeah.
So how you think Lizzo said it, Cole?
I don't know.
How you think she said it?
I don't know. Apparently, according to them, allegedly, they felt pressured and forced. When you're the boss, when you cutting checks,
exactly,
there are certain things you can't do.
You cannot do.
Y'all ain't see that movie Horrible Bosses? Like in the beginning of the movie, he was just like, "Oh, it's 8:00 in the morning. I ain't trying to drink," and then bro was just like, "Oh, you can't drink at 8:00 in the morning," and that was his boss. He was trying to get a promotion, and then the boss basically tricked him into taking a drink
and then
at 8:00 in the morning. He ain't firing, but he ain't giving the promotion though.
It's a trick. It's a gimmick.
So I can't really say if like she forced somebody to do it, but it was like, man, like it's easy for somebody to say that they felt forced to do it because it also could be a cash grab too.
But then exactly, I just that's what I was thinking, my boy. Because come on, we travel. This ain't your first time here stage with me together. Yeah. This ain't their first time. This is multiple times in multiple places and multiple like different type of situations. What we do after we rock it, and we pop it. So I feel like it's this HR, this a real legal.
That happens every single day. But Lizzo has to be smarter because you got to know when you the boss.
Yeah.
It's simple HR. Every supervisor got to have that meeting with the HR department. It's certain things you
cannot
can't
indulge in. You cannot say, you cannot do, or you cannot act upon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lizzo said, fuck all them three. She did.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
She said, it did my party.
That's hard, man. That's hard,
crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
All right, 12 gauge. We ain't going to hold you, man.
We ain't going to hold you up, man.
Tell the folk where they can find you at.
Hey, man, y'all can find me at Instagram. It's at 12 gauge 265. And Facebook is just straight up Stan Tippins. So, you know what I'm saying? You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, that's where I do it at.
And tell these folks too, man, what you got going up. What's coming up next? What's up next for 12 gauge, man?
What's coming up next, man? Like I said, I'm making the transition over to boxing. So you're going to be working for the next 4-5 months in boxing. And probably going to be looking to make my boxing debut sometime either early or in the summer of 2024. So, you know what I'm saying? Probably be looking out for that. That's definitely coming.
That's what's up.
And you know, you never know. Somebody might say, hey, I want to fight them MMA. So you might see that happen at the end of the year too. It just, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely shooting for it. So, like, you might see me at the end of this year, or you might see me, you know what I'm saying? It'll be in the next year with boxing. So, it'll either be MMA or kickboxing sometime at the end of this year or boxing next year. It just depends on whoever say they want to fight first, whoever sign that contract.
First and foremost, wholeheartedly, my boy, on behalf of Q Smith and B, Lively Legit, boy, anything you got to support, anything we can do for you, my boy, we behind you 110%, my boy.
Yes, sir.
We really want to see you go to the 10 up. You did.
Yes, sir.
We support
Appreciate
you, man.
y'all.
Anything you want to pop, anything you want to promote, pull up, man. And
hey, appreciate y'all.
We'll
appreciate
push it
y'all.
to the people,
appreciate
my boy.
y'all.
You did. B, where they can follow us at, my boy?
Hey, man, always, man. You can find us on Facebook at Lively Legit, Twitter, Live_Legit, Instagram, Lively Legit Co. Don't know what's on the Instagram. Have not been on the Instagram in like a year and a half. Have you been on our Instagram?
I say a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while. Ain't no telling what's on the Instagram.
Hey, man, but y'all probably blow us up now, so we can put stuff on there. You did.
So when we come back, we got more followers than we had a year and a half ago.
Exactly, you did. B, where they can find you at, my boy?
Find me on Twitter at that B-Dub guy.
Hey, you did follow me on Instagram. 2Cup Lit. You did. Facebook, first name, last name, if you know the kid. You did. Hey, man, another beautiful episode of Live Lit Legit, man. Hey, 12 gauge, we appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Much
appreciate
success,
y'all.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
Endeavors, my boy. You
appreciate
feel
y'all,
me?
man.
I'm glad you pulled up and messed with
yes,
us.
sir.
My
I'm glad
boy.
I did too.
You feel me? How everything with everything?
Oh yeah, you already know it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We good.
Hey, man, it's your boy Q Smith, 2Cup Shorty, your boy.
Always your boy B, baby.
Can't forget about your boy.
12 gauge Tippins.
And we do it like this.
That's
Wow.
That's